waters. Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times. Amazing. Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off. And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight. Well, she's one of the more well-rounded fighters, DC, that we have in this division. A true mixed martial artist. Her first martial art was MMA. That certainly helps. Yes, she's a new breed of fighter. A fighter that, as a young girl, she was brought into a gym. And in that gym, she told the coaches, I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to do jiu-jitsu. I don't want to kickbox and box. I want to do it all. Right. Is there an MMA class for my daughter to take part in? She did that from day one, and you see all that development over the course of a lifetime has led her to the octagon, where she is already making her impact. Yeah, she said, I didn't want to get to the UFC until I was 100% comfortable in every situation. So far, so good for her. She's got a big one in front of her here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. Both fighters are 34. Kovalkiewicz will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 17 wins, 8 losses. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA, the Karate Hottie, Michelle Waterside. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 12 wins, 6 losses. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1 of this highly anticipated affair. No round can't even begin to describe it. Both women have every skill in the book. Both of them have every skill in the book. They're so talented. Oh! Wow, there's just a viciousness with which she operates here on the ground as she continues to get the ground and pound game going. She might get a finish. She's looking for a finish. She's so good at dictating these ground exchanges. She's doing a fantastic job. Striking has ever looked better, DC, finding the range with relative ease here tonight. She's doing a great job of timing everything. She is seeing everything out there. Going for an arm. Attacking armbar. Oh, nice job lining it up. Nicely done. All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous. Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has the half guard because she's so brutal with the ground. Good ground and pound and putting that part of her game to good use tonight. She's putting it to great use, just really damaging from the top position. Oh, that'll work. The grounded pound strike is good. And she's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, so have the get-ups. 48 total strikes have now landed for Karolina Kowalkiewicz. And she lands the double leg takedown. We'll see what she can do with it. All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her. A huge connection by her there.
Massive shot lands. How's she going to try to find the next shot that'll finish the fight?
Wow! And just like that, the fight is over.
It's over. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful shot by her there to end the fight. I'm not sure she could have drawn it up any better than it played out here tonight. She lands the seminal blow there midway through the round. I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. So, big knockout win for her here tonight. And there she is after the massive knockout. That is one they will be talking about for quite some time. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 45 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Karolina Kowalkiewicz.
Well, there she is. This arena belongs to her here tonight. Hard-pressed to find a knockout in the women's game as stunning as that.
I mean, she has so much confidence in her hand that she's willing to stand in front of her opponent and take one to give one. And when she gave one, it shut the opponent's lights out. Great job finding that kill shot.
Coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between Gokhan Saki and Luke Rockhold. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier, when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next when the guy starts to defend, he's truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So
he does not
in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Well, this is truly an 8-point striker, DC, a Muay Thai practitioner making the walk to the octagon yet again here tonight.
I love the way he stands high on his toes whenever he's approaching. The hands are high, not always closed. They're just up and high. He's bouncing on that back foot, and everything he throws has no load up. The outside leg kick is truly something special. He will brutalize you with the leg kick in the moment you start to switch your stance. He will go across to the opposite side to beat that leg up. Then you get desperate. You start trying to grab him. That's when you start to run into the knees. You start to run into the elbows. He's just the most brutal guy that we've seen in the UFC for a long time.
And at last check, there are no gloves or any padding on the feet or the knees.
Nothing to protect.
Caution, flammable. Our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, Luke Rockhold. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 1 win, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Gokhan, the Rebel Saki! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness as we've seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Oh, huge elbow!
What a fantastic strike to throw.
Oh! Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Both guys landing big shots. Oh!
Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landing. Both very powerful, very explosive.
All right, so he lands another hook. He's already landed several.
Over and over. You come up, you go down. Another takedown land.
Oh, nice punch there by Rocco. Oh, and he got tagged by that combination. His coach said on Thursday to us, it has to be punches and bunches. It has to be volume. And his student has certainly followed up on that apparently.
So much volume, but the accuracy of this fighter is truly unbelievable.
DCT. Oh, how good is that? The driving punch lands flush to the head. Oh, and that one snapped it up like the referee has seen enough. Winner by TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
We set it inside the octagon for the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 17 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Gokhan, the Rebel Saki.
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.
So you can see what I bleed. Put it all together and it forms the one thing. Captain Planet, I'm on my packing cannons to crack that landings. It's so incredible. Looking at your face is so regrettable. Better fix your mother, gotta rush you to the medic. Doctor, plugging out like Flick versus Hopper. Untouchable to anyone, no shopper. Mannequin, don't squish the pictures like Santa.
Coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Alexander Volkov and Andrei Arlovski. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts with respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists. This guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. All right, here he is for my money, Mike, the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Volkov is 31. Arlovsky is 41. Volkov weighed in at 250 pounds. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 29 wins, 19 losses, and 2 no contests. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Andre the Pitbull Arlovsky. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 31 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia, Alexander Drago-Volkov. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Loving.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, so here we go, round 1. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. 2 of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it. Got to be careful, armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finisher position.
Somehow stays in the fight. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he going to do to follow up?
So just over 20 total strikes that have landed now for Andrei Arlovski. All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this immediately.
Well, he continues to stay busy, and he continues to land with volume punches here.
I mean, volume, but he's not wasting anything. He's so accurate out there.
And both guys really throwing with authority. The Pitbull gets the takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
Round two now. Alexander Volkov.
You ready?
And Andrei Arlovski. Oh, beautiful.
He's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to go take that finish down now. Now he's on top of him looking for a finish. There it is. It's over. He got him.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched play.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 22 seconds of round number 2. Going the winner by knockout, Andrei the Pitbull Arlovski.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.
All right, coming up next, it's a flyweight tilt between Henry Cejudo and TJ Dillashaw. All right, so here he is, no fat Tyler here tonight. Not a lot of body fat on this TJ Dillashaw, the former two-time UFC bantamweight champion, and he will go down, DC, as one of the best 135-pound fighters of all time.
Across the board, people believe he's number 1A of 1 and 2 with Dominic Cruz. One of the best fighters this division's ever seen. A phenomenal wrestler, has very striking skills. The high kick that he landed on Renan Barão was something to behold early in his first UFC title fight. And then the finishing sequence in the second Barão fight was unreal. 20-something strikes in a row before the referee stepped in to stop it. Just a fantastic finisher, one of the best fighters 135 divisions ever seen.
And, of course, he had the 2 huge knockouts over Cody Garbrandt, but even the way he dominates perennial contender types like John Lineker and Rafael Assunção. Dillashaw, when he has it all going, he is as tough and out as anybody at 135 pounds. All right, so here is the UFC champion, Henry Cejudo, took Olympic gold in Beijing back in 2008. This man is a winner in every sense of the word.
He's an absolute winner, and he did win in 2008. But I say go back to 2007. When we walked into the World Championship in Azerbaijan, Henry Cejudo was 34 of 35 guys in the weight class. Fast forward a year ahead,
amazing.
He's the Olympic champion. But then that applies to Demetrius Johnson. He got beat by DJ the first time, knocked out in 1 round. Fast forward 3 years, he beats him by decision and becomes the UFC champion. Henry Cejudo is just a winner.
And in a lot of respects, just getting started. We'll see how it goes for the messenger here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Dillashaw is 1 year his senior. Cejudo will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion, TJ Dillashaw. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Greco-Roman wrestler, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Henry the Messenger Cejudo. And when the action begins, the referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready.
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. It's hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, stacking him up here, keeping the pressure on. I know you guys do a lot of this training with your jiu-jitsu coach there in San Jose.
Oh, absolutely, but it's a difference. If your feet are on our hips, it's a problem. So we shove them through the middle. We shove them through the middle so that our legs can be what controls your feet.
Right.
We're not using our hands. I'm not using my hands.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Throw him off. Go get him.
Cejudo getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Oh, he might be in trouble here after that big diving punch.
Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish. He's done. He's done.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 1 minute, 49 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, TJ Dillashaw!
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right? But
Yeah.
you knock out a man in a cage fight, I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands, that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight, he got that done. And he should be very proud of the work he and his coaches got done tonight.
coming up next, it's a welterweight showdown between Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz. Representing Stockton, California. Yes, here is Nick Diaz. Some people wondered if we'd ever see him make this walk again. Good to see Nick Diaz making the walk to the octagon today.
From the 209, which you are also gracefully representing with that tattoo. But Nick Diaz was the start of the Diaz dynasty. A guy that went out there every time and just gave it his all. His first round, one-round fight with Paul Daly back in Strikeforce is still believed to be the greatest one-round championship fight in history. Willing to go through the fire in order to make you engage him in the type of fight that he wants. He has phenomenal boxing and also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Beat Paul Daly and then returned to the UFC at UFC 137 to defeat VJ Penn. At the time, his 11th straight win. Wildly popular Nick Diaz back for more tonight. All right, get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, Nate Diaz, one of the biggest superstars in all of mixed martial arts. It's amazing to think where he could have taken his star power if he was in a regular cycle competing every 3 weeks.
Yes, if he fought as regularly as most guys, his star power would be even bigger. But Nate Diaz moves at his own pace. A phenomenal striker and a great jiu-jitsu tacticianer. You fall into Nate Diaz's guard, you will get submitted, as he's shown on a number of occasions. A fantastic fighter. Welcome back, Nate Diaz.
You're not going to out-cardio these Diaz brothers. You're not going to out-tough Nate Diaz. And once again, he is facing top competition here tonight. We'll see how it goes for Nate Diaz here in his UFC return. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Diaz is 35. Diaz is 37. Diaz will have a 3-inch reach advantage. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 10 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA, Nick Diaz! And now introducing his opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 12 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, your referee.
You ready?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know.
And look at that. The left up and landed the diving punch to the head. Oh, and that is it. Referee has seen enough, and maybe so have we. Your winner by TKO.
That was a great performance. Way to land those strikes and go and chase down the finish when you get an opportunity.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Let's get it to Bruce Buffer now. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata's called a stop to this contest at 30 seconds in the very first round. declaring the winner by knockout, Nate
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and handily knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.
It is a lightweight bout between Eddie Alvarez and Edson Barboza. Well, he's on the short list of the best strikers, pound for pound in UFC history. When Edson Barboza is fighting and you're not commentating, I know you're shelling out that pay-per-view money. This guy is as entertaining as anybody in the sport.
Every single time Edson Barboza steps in the octagon, I tune in. He's one of the most diverse and dominant finishers the UFC has ever seen. Who wins fights by leg kicks on more than one occasion? Edson Barboza, that's who. Who has a spinning back kick finish that's going to stay on the highlight videos for all time? Edson Barboza, that's who. A striker and finisher of the highest order, Edson Barboza Jr. is one of the most exciting fighters the UFC's ever seen.
A lot of big-name wins on his resume. Anthony Showtime Pettis, Gilbert Melendez among them. There have been some pitfalls in some big spots, but Edson Barboza, as you might expect, finds himself in another big one here tonight. Well, we really don't see a lot of guys in MMA with boxing skills on this level. He certainly could have gone on to great things as a professional boxer, but he believes he has the best hands in the sport, and he will be looking to prove as much here tonight.
And he has the background to prove that, right? He's not saying something that is not true. He does have the ability to say that. He can say he has the best hands in the game because he has shown it. And when you watch him box, when you watch a guy go into a fight with this young man and think that it does not matter what his credentials are, he is going to stand with him and prove that he's better, they usually will go to sleep because no action is wasted. The jab starts it all. He fights behind this beautiful, educated jab, jabbing high, jabbing low, and then the overhand right is unbelievable. It's his kill shot, he calls it, and he lands it all the time.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Alvarez is 32, Barboza is 34. Alvarez will have a 3-inch reach advantage. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Edson Jr. Barboza. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 30 wins, 7 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Eddie Alvarez. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Well, there have been a lot of seminal UFC moments inside the world's most famous arena, and we are back at Madison Square Garden tonight, Shabir.
Who gets that shining moment in the world's greatest arena? I experienced it. I know how it feels to walk out of that octagon at MSG with a championship. Will you get that moment tonight?
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick, lands by the He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, big knee!